Hi, this is Greg with Hometown TV Madisonville, and today I'm with Derek Stone with the Refuge Barbell Strongman Classic. Derek, can you tell us a little bit more about the competition?
Yeah, I started competing in Strongman about 7 years ago, and I just wanted to give back to the sport. So 3 years ago, I started hosting this competition to get the sport more involved in this community, and we went from having 25 competitors the first year to having over 60 this year. So.
Amazing. So is it all local people or regional people, or how's that work out?
It's more regional. Strongman travels pretty well. We have some people from Ohio, some from Chicago, North Carolina, and we have a bunch from Central Indiana. We had a bunch of people coming from Central Indiana. So.
Well, I've seen some amazing feats of strength today. Can you tell us a little bit more about the events and how they play out?
Well, most strongman competitions typically have 5 events. So we started with a log press, and we use steel logs now. In the old days, they used wooden logs, but those break, so we moved to steel. And the goal is just to lift it as many times as you can over your head. And the heavyweights lifting up to 280 pounds. And after that, we did a farmer's carry, and our heavyweights in that carried 305 pounds in each hand, and then carried a 300-pound keg back. So it was like a 2-part event. And then we moved into the deadlift. We had a progressive deadlift for our opens that started at 575 and went all the way up to a last rep of 695. And we had people pull that for a couple reps. So that was pretty impressive. 4th event, Husafell Stone. It's kind of shaped like a coffin, really. It's actually an Icelandic-based event, but you just pick it up and you carry it as far as you can. No time limit. It's pretty brutal, actually. And we're getting ready to start Atlas Stones back here behind me now. It's basically giant balls of concrete. Pick them up, put them over the bar as many times as you can. Try not to land on your foot.
Probably good advice, yeah. Are these events that are in most strongman type of competitions, or how they come about?
There's no standard set of events for strongman. You can kind of do whatever you want. Atlas Stones is probably the most traditional event. You won't hardly go to a show and not see that event. But other than that, as a promoter, you can kind of pick your events. And most of them are based off of some Nordic or Icelandic tradition. Like the Farmer's Walk is based off from farmers used to have to carry their pails of water to and from. The Husafell Stone is a legend in Iceland where farmer had a goat pen, and it said you could have legendary strength if you could carry the gate. It was a 400-pound stone all the way around. Log press has started. It's visually impressive, I think, is why that event got started. You cut down a tree and put handles in it. The average person sees that and thinks that's impressive, when most people don't have a concept of weight, but you see that and it's a good feat of strength. So.
I see this is open up to males and females both, which is really cool to see.
We actually have 11 females here competing today. I've never been to a competition other than nationals that had more females than that. So we're very blessed to have that many women show up. It's really growing in the women's division. There's novice division for people who are newer to the sport, so they don't have to compete against the guys that have been doing it forever. And then there's weight classes for each one. So, if you weigh 400 pounds, you're not in the same weight class somebody weighs 200 pounds. Tries to keep the sport. It allows more people a chance to compete.
I've seen that the maximum amounts of weight seemed like around 695 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, today the heaviest thing we had going was that deadlift, and it went up to 695. Now, I'm a little limited. I love this convention center. They've been great to me, but it does limit the events we can do because we can't break their floor. But you will see events heavier than that in competitions, too. So.
Yeah, it's always good not to break the floor, yeah. You say this is the 3rd and is this something that's always held here at the Ballard Center?
We've had it here all 3 years. We've been very fortunate with sponsors to allow us to be able to do that. This year our title sponsor is Aflac over here behind us, and without them we wouldn't be able to afford places like this. SolidMuscleNutrition.com has really helped us out.
Derek, it looks like you've had a really great turnout this year.
We had a really good turnout this year, lots of spectators, lots of competitors. We try to hold it every year in August so people know when it's going to be.
Awesome. So we look forward to this again next year. Thanks again, Derek, and thanks again for watching Hometown TV.